JTMM.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka The Freaking 10. Back with another reaction. This time it is, again, the amazing Nightwish, Poet and the Pendulum. So this is one that I've gotten quite a few requests on. And so I said, you know what? I better get it done. As usual, I want to thank you for your continued support. These past couple of Nightwish videos have been extremely emotional. Words don't express the admiration for the band and then their fans. Y'all are amazing people, and I know that always there's gonna be a handful of people that just aren't good people that try to bring others down to their level. But for the most part, I can't say enough about how amazing the Nightwish Army is. And it gives me pleasure when I do these videos knowing the support that I'm going to get from y'all. When I go through these lyrics and we have conversations in the comment section, that it's going to bring a smile to my face. So I thank you. Now, with all that sappy stuff out of the way, I got the lyrics, got the video. Sound is looking amazing. There's only one thing left to do. Let's switch it up. All right. Let's just bump up the sound a little bit on the music. And we are good to go. That's a cool little shot right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, the opening was insane, right? I mean, you've got, yeah, spot on my glasses. You've got not only just the imagery right on the screen, but then you've got what's a nice opening beat, right? I mean, they come and kind of slap you in the face again, which they do on occasion. You know, sometimes they build up to it, and then there's just other ones where they just absolutely slap you in the face and say, "Here we are." And this is one of them. And I really like that opening melody, um, and that beat because I mean, it was just a nice, steady beat. And then the queen walks out, and I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these lyrics as she's singing. The dreamer and the wine, poet without a rhyme, a widowed writer torn apart by chains of hell. One last perfect verse, yet still the same old song. Oh Christ, how I hate what I have become. Take me home. Get away, run away, fly away. Lead me astray to dreamers' hideaway. I cannot cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I cannot die, the whore for a cold world. Forgive me, but I have two faces, one for the world, one for God. Save me. I cannot cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I cannot die, the whore for the world. Cold world, excuse me. This is another perfect example of their song. And not all of their songs are this way, but this is another perfect example that if I was just to not play any music and just read these lyrics, you would think I'm reading a masterpiece posted by a Robert Frost, a very famous poet, right? And then we get the beauty of their combined harmonies, which are just so underestimated. Oh, I love this song already. I really like this one. I like it because it hits hard, but it's soft at the same time with their voices, right? She's not giving any growls so far. Marco hasn't gone, you know, full hardcore voice that he can do sometimes. They kind of grasp your attention. This is a very loud but soft song. All right, I backed it up enough. Let's go. If I hit the right button on the right screen, right? That's just a clean. That's just a clean. Saw her gear up for that one. There he is. I have to stop here and just point something out because it's funny, but only because it's Impu, right? And that is that he's standing right in between Floor, who I believe you said people have said is 6 foot, and then Marco, who's not short, and you just have this dynamic. I'm gonna. I mean, it's a perfect shot of Impu, and at this point, he just looks like he's holding his chin, going, "Man, they're so much taller than me." And I absolutely love that guy. He's just a bright ray of sunshine. There's no other way to put it. But that is the perfect shot. She's looking at him like, "What are you about to plan?" And I know that's not what they're doing, but it's funny that way. It just really is. She's watching him pose like, "You're not touching me." Hmm. All right, so let me go through these lyrics because I let it go for a little while. My home was there and then, these meadows of heaven, adventure-filled days, one with every smiling face. Please, no more words, thoughts from a severed head, no more praise. Tell me once my heart goes right, take me home. And then this chorus is, I think I mean, for y'all, it's great, but I think as far as music world goes, it's very, very underestimated with the beat, the words, their harmonies. This is one of their better choruses that I've heard, and I love them all, but I really, really like this one. Get away, run away, fly away. Lead me astray to dreamers' hideaway. I cannot cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I cannot die the whore for a cold world. Forgive me, but I have but two faces, one for the world, one for God save me. You know, that's such a true line right there. Apology, I'm dealing with some illnesses here. Um, it's such, those two are so powerful because how many times do you present yourself one way to the world, and then whether it's a higher power or it's God, whatever your belief is, but then you have your true inner thoughts of what happens, right? And what you know in your heart, whether it's who you are, um, what you're about, what your beliefs are, a lot of the times we don't show those to the true world because we're scared of the reaction we're going to get. So we truly have two faces, one for the world and one for God or your higher power. I cannot cry because the shoulder cries more. I cannot die, a whore for the cold world. Whore for the cold world. Whore for the cold world. And then she just hits another level with her voice. Sparkle my scenery with turquoise waterfall with beauty underneath the ever free. Tuck me in beneath the blue, beneath the pain, beneath the rain. Good night, kiss for a child in time, swaying my lullaby. On the shore we sat and hoped, under the same pale moon, whose guiding light chose you all. Wow. It again, I could sit here and read these just as I did, and people would be like, oh, that's just a masterpiece that's written. Well, it is a masterpiece. It just happens to be a song. All right, let me go back. Let's keep going. Intensity of that background music.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes and counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me a death I always longed for.
Okay, I want to go back a second because this little transition. Let me see if I can catch it here. Right here. Um, these next lyrics are a little rough. Um, I'm afraid, so afraid. And I can't say the last word because YouTube will possibly block the video, so I'll leave it at that, as I've seen in several instances. I'm afraid, so afraid of being again and again and again. I know I will die alone but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night. And if you want, live long enough to see your friends betray you. Years have I been strapped unto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes and counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me death I always longed for. Second robber to the right of Christ, cut in half, infanticide. The world will rejoice today as the crows feast on the rotting poet. Everyone must bury their own, no pact to bury the heart of stone. Now he's home in hell serves him well, slain by the bell, tolling for his farewell. I wonder if that's a tribute to the As the Bell Tolls. Just curious. The morning dawned upon his altar, remains of a dark passion play, performed by his friends without shame, spitting on his grave as they came. Then the amazing chorus. I won't read it line for line. But there was that bit, right as they say, I forgive me, but I have two faces. Do. And that's a brilliant little, it's not really a transition, but it's a nice little chord progression that I liked. One for the world, one for God Save Me. God, that's so true. Wow. This is great. I mean, and I know there's a backstory behind it, right? I'm enjoying it for the music right now because some of these words are very, very deep and really could be applied to everyday life. And I know I say that a lot, but especially with Nightwish's songs, right? Because of the emotion that they put into it, because of the passion that Tu almost puts into the lyric writing itself and how he adapts and pays tribute to authors and stories and, you know, the battles of religion and things of that nature that I've covered. Some of these songs, you just sit back and you take all of those things in. And I know I'm kind of looking kind of stone-faced right now, and it's simply because reading these and listening to it is saying there's such a deep appreciation for the artistry. So it's not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm truly experiencing the artistry for what these guys have created. So please don't take it that I'm just stone-faced and not enjoying it. It goes really deep on this one. All right, let me go back a little bit.
Today, in the year of our Lord 2005, two of us was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wrote had too long been without silence. He was found naked and dead, with a smile on his face, pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text.
Such a nice little transition. That harmony that they're playing in the background is amazing.
All you need is to feel my love. Search for beauty, find a shore.
Wow.
Try to save them all, need no more. You have such oceans within. In the end, I will always love you.
Wow.
The beginning.
Mm. Wow. All right, let me cover these last lyrics here. Today, in the year of our Lord 2005, Thomas was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wrote had too long been without silence. He was found naked and dead, with a smile on his face, a pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text. Save me. Be still, my son, you're home. Oh, when did you become so cold? The blade will keep on descending. All you need is to feel my love. Search for beauty, find your shore. Try to save them, bleed no more. You have such oceans within. In the end, I will always love you. The beginning. You know, let me switch it up and give my final thoughts here. When you have, so 13 minutes and 55 seconds. As an artist, not only to be able to write something like this that makes sense, but to be able to put music in it that enhances the words of what you're writing. And then you add the visuals, right, in the background that simply enhance what your audience is seeing and experiencing. That's why you don't see this huge, smile and jovialness. It's truly because when they give you this type of performance, you can't help but be sucked into the darkness is the wrong word. The depth of the words, the story, and just the passion behind it. This is one I think it doesn't hit me as hard as The Greatest Show on Earth. There were a couple spots I could feel those emotions sneaking up, but it wasn't the same as The Greatest Show on Earth, is a sense of why those emotions were sneaking up. This one, it was just for the pure beauty of the song, the story, how they all tie it together. The little things of them sitting on stage with Marco and Floor and Impu all sitting there, and Floor just singing very softly. And then the passion that you see on Tomas's face, right, when he's singing along, and then when they kind of go into the, oh, which part was it? It was, I want to say it was when they started reading, I think is when it was. And it was just him and I think the drummer. I could be wrong. But the passion in his face and almost pain that he's not physical pain or mental pain, but just the feeling that he has of experiencing what he's writing. That's beautiful. I've got many more to go. I mean, this band's got a catalog that, spans a long time. So I'm honored to be able to cover it with y'all. I appreciate y'all pointing out this one. I definitely have more to go. This one's cool. I really like this one. So, if you like this video, I know it was somber and I know it wasn't as jovial as normally I was when I'm covering these, but this one just had a different tone to it that it wasn't that it took it away. It sucked me into experiencing what they were writing. So please don't take that as me not liking the song. I thought it was phenomenal. With that being said, guys, if y'all like this video, please drop me that like, subscribe, and share on the way to the 1K subs. Really to infinity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear would say. There's so many things I want to be able to experience with y'all. Watching the whole concert on a live stream with y'all, and just all of us together and being able to chat and point things out and little things like that would mean the world to me. So, as we're going through this, let's get ready to do some things like that. Maybe I'll do multiple. Maybe I'll break it up into, several concerts. Whatever we want to do. This community is much about me as it is about y'all. And that's what I love about it. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. And always remember, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for one. Don't ask for two. If you ask for this, I'm going to call Impu. And I'm going to have him come sit at your doorstep. And he's going to just ring your doorbell. Just like this. Over and over and over again until you stop asking for 5 minutes. The funny thing was, I would never be able to ask him that. But you can picture him doing it. And it brings a smile to your face. I appreciate every one of y'all. If someone asks you to stop what you're doing, just ask for 10 more minutes. I love you all. I'm out.
JTMM.